contract vendors. Here's a list, a place where you can go and look at the various different e-procurement contract vendors that we have available to us. And then this other link is another list of additional contract sources that we can access. However, some of these we may actually have to use the procurement credit cards to place orders with them because they're not actually in e-procurement yet. And this is the link, the second link should take you to this search tool for searching UW contracts. They're still refining this process. There's not really a consistent way to pull up all the life science vendors. So currently the thing I do is I just click on the all active contracts and just kind of scan through the list. They are working on trying to be able to, for us to be able to just go in there and put in the words life science and retrieve a complete list of the contracts of life science vendors. This was something I learned recently about using local contract vendors, how it impacts our local economy. For every dollar of UW spending, $1.27.5 of indirect spending is generated for the state economy via employment, tax, revenue, and business spending. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So some of our vendors, our contract vendors, are actually local, and we've been trying to utilize them as much as we can.
So how do you know if it's local?
I believe it says on that contracts page. Okay. Yeah, the contracts page on the previous slide will identify which vendors are local. Because, even though they have a local presence, like Fisher has local reps, but they're not really a local vendor, Even though they keep a warehouse in Tukwila, they're not considered a local vendor because their headquarters isn't here. So there's many reasons why contract vendors are actually more cost effective for all of us, all the way around. Many provide free shipping. Even though a non-contract vendor may have pricing which may be a few dollars less, quite often that savings is offset in shipping charges. Contract vendors are available in the e-procurement system, and purchases from non-contract vendors must be paid via UW procurement card, which is significantly more time-consuming for departmental fiscal staff, leaving less time for more complex fiscal tasks, which may eventually result in reduced levels of service. Contract vendors, no sole source required. The sole source limit doesn't apply because we've got a contract with them, so $50,000 order, you don't have to write a sole source justification. It reduces, by using contract vendors that are, especially the e-procurement ones, it reduces usage and as well as exposure of our procurement credit cards, which minimizes the possibility of our cards being repeatedly compromised. Every item in order that we can switch and source through our contracts helps minimize the risk to our credit cards. Every time we have to cancel and reissue a card, it takes several days for a replacement card to arrive. These downtimes jeopardize our ability to place your other orders in a timely manner. Contract vendors have resources dedicated to the UW. Contract suppliers have warranties, insurance, indemnification negotiated into contracts which reduce risk to UW. Contract vendors also work with UW Sustainability Office towards mutual sustainability goals, package and dry ice reduction, etc. As our aggregate purchases increase across campus, contract vendors may also be able to start providing even deeper discounts than those currently offered. And due to our ongoing relationships with our contract vendors, returns and order errors are significantly less time-consuming. Restock fees are usually waived, etc. I know that with Fisher and VWR, even if we make the error and use the wrong catalog number and order the wrong item, there's not a restocking fee, and almost never a restocking fee at least. And most other sources would charge us a restocking fee. Okay, I wanted to provide this information for you guys. That web link there will take you to this page, which will help you find out some information about our contract with Fisher. And then Fisher also gave me some of these slides to help us understand help us remember what all the various source suppliers that they are distributor for, including this antibody search engine They have a variety of customized products, which are typically configured at the time of order entry, such as your custom things. Let's see, I don't even remember if they told me. I was trying to look at my notes here. Current antibody suppliers include Thermo Pierce, Lab Vision, Affinity, Open Biosystems, BD, Millipore, Chemicon, Abnova, Promega, Southern Biotechnology, Takara. If the antibody has been validated for your specific application but doesn't work, the supplier will either issue credit or with a refund or get another antibody that will work for you. Both Fisher and VWR are continuously adding new suppliers. Please check these sources first before submitting a purchase request to go direct to any of these suppliers. Fisher also has, I know you guys, I see sometimes where people want us to do things like orders to places like GeneWiz for sequencing and stuff. And Fisher has this little kit that you can buy that has the little vials in it. And then you just you buy the kit. So you basically kind of pay for it in a lump sum. And then you send in the vials as you need them processed. And it works out to be like $4.38 a reaction is what Susie worked out for me. And then here's a bunch of the logos for the various suppliers that Fisher has access for us. Does anybody see any names on here that you frequently try to order direct from? These can be consolidated onto your Fisher orders, and you won't have shipping charges through Fisher, whereas a lot of these will charge you $30 to $50+ for shipping charges if we place the order direct. So if you can remember to put it on your Fisher order in advance, then we don't have to try to remember and catch it for you. And it reduces the likelihood of you having to pay those shipping charges. And again, here's some more. They've just got, both Fisher and VWR have tons of suppliers that are available through them. And I know it's almost impossible to always remember, but just, if people can try to start thinking that direction a little bit more and just kind of double checking more, maybe a little more often as to whether, is this one of those ones that's available through Fisher or VWR? And again, here's the information to VWR's page, vendors that are available through VWR. Cayman Chemical is one that's available through VWR that I see us ordering direct from fairly frequently. And Cayman is always a $50 shipping charge. With VWR, it's not. And I've yet to find one where the price is even slightly higher through VWR. So you can realize some significant savings by trying to remember to try to go through our contract sources. Almost all BioLegend products are available through VWR as well. Many of the Jackson Immunoresearch items, some of the Abcam, and some Lonza are also available through VWR. So it's really worthwhile to double check and see if we can get it through them first rather than trying to order direct and get hit with those shipping charges. Here's some additional links that VWR gave me to get to you guys. There's their antibody search engine. I think I forgot to mention that on the first page of Fisher too. They have an antibody search engine where you can go in and see what kind of, what sources they have antibodies or whether they carry the specific antibody you're looking for. VWR's current antibody suppliers include Enzo Life Sciences, BioLegend, GE Healthcare, Trevigen, KPL, Pierce, Rockland Immunochemicals, Abgent, EMD Millipore, Diagnostic Biosystems, etc. So there's lots of sources available through our contracts.